Hey, future CPAs, let's get right into it. We're about to tackle one of the biggest, trickiest topics on the LPA, property, plant, and equipment. Specifically, we're going to master how to measure it from day one and absolutely nail those special acquisition questions they love to throw at you.
So let's picture this. You buy a new machine for your company. You've got the invoice, you see the price tag, but is that the number that goes on your financial statements? The short answer, no way. Getting this right is the foundation for every single PPE problem you'll face.
Okay, here's our game plan for this session. We're going to start with the absolute golden rule of cost. Then, we'll figure out how to filter what gets capitalized versus what gets expensed. After that, we dive into the tricky stuff, creative payments, and the great asset swap. And we'll wrap it all up with some killer brain hacks to make sure this knowledge actually sticks.
All right, first things first. Let's define what cost actually means according to the rulebook, PAS 16. Because, spoiler alert, it's way more than just the number on the receipt.
So here's the bottom line. Cost isn't just the money you hand over. It's the total value of everything you gave up to get that asset, not just to your door, but to the exact location and in the exact condition it needs to be in to start working as you intended. It's the all-in price.
Get ready because this is a classic LCPA setup. They'll give you a huge list of different payments and expenditures related to a new asset. Your mission is to know instantly which ones to add to the asset's cost, that's capitalizing, and which ones to just expense right away.
This right here, this is your secret weapon. For every single cost on that list, you have to ask yourself one question. Was this absolutely necessary to get the machine working on the factory floor? If the answer is a hard yes, you're probably capitalizing it. And check this out. This is what it looks like in practice. On the left, you have the must-haves, the essentials to get the asset ready. Think of it as the setup crew. On the right, you have the costs of using the asset. We're talking launch parties, ads, staff training. The exam loves to mix these two columns up, so get this picture burned into your brain.
Okay, let's level up. The exam isn't always going to give you a simple cash transaction. Things get creative. Companies use installment plans, they issue shares, they issue bonds. Let's break down how to handle each one.
This is a big one. If you're paying in installments, the total amount you'll pay is irrelevant for the asset's cost. What matters is the cash price equivalent, what you would have paid if you bought it with cash today. If the total payment is $1.2 million, but the cash price is $1 million, your asset cost is $1 million. That extra $200,000, pure interest expense. Now, if you pay with shares, there is a strict hierarchy of priority list you have to follow. You always start with the fair value of the thing you got, the asset. If you can't figure that out, then you look at the fair value of what you gave, the shares. And only if both of those are a mystery do you fall back on the par value. Memorize this order.
But wait, there's a twist for bonds. The priority actually flips. When you issue bonds, you start with the fair value of what you gave, the bonds themselves. Then you move to the asset received. It's a tiny little detail, but trust me, it can be the difference between a right and wrong answer on the exam.
You ready for the final boss of special acquisitions? The great asset swap. This is when you trade one non-cash asset for another. The key to winning this battle all comes down to understanding one single powerful concept. And that concept is commercial substance. It sounds super technical, but here's the simple way to think about it. After the swap, is your company's financial future significantly different? Is the timing, amount, or risk of your cash flows going to change? If the answer is yes, the deal has commercial substance. So this is your asset swap cheat sheet. If there's commercial substance, you play by fair value rules. You record the new asset at fair value, and you recognize any gain or loss immediately. But if it lacks commercial substance, the game changes completely. No fair value, no gain or loss recognized. You just carry over the book value of the old asset.
Okay, you've got the rules. Now let's install the power-ups. These are the brain hacks that are going to help you lock this knowledge in, so you can recall it instantly on exam day.
First up, the cost formula. Burn this into your brain. Purchase price, less discounts, plus all those directly attributable get-ready costs, plus the estimated cost of dismantling it later. Every single PPE problem you face starts with this exact formula. Next, brain hack number 2, the get-ready filter. When you're staring down a long list of costs, just ask that simple question. Was this needed to get the asset ready? Site prep? Yes. Staff training? No. This is the fastest way to slice through the confusion. Brain hack number 3 is for installment purchases. Just remember, the asset's cost is the cash price. That's it. Anything extra you pay is just interest. Don't fall for the trap of using that big total payment number.
And for the grand finale, the asset swap hack. It all comes down to one question. Does this deal change my cash flow game? In other words, does it have commercial substance? If yes, it's fair value and you book the gain or loss. If no, it's carrying amount and no gain or loss. It's really that simple.
And there you have it. You've got the framework, you've got the filters, and now you have the hacks. The only thing left to do is practice. Take these rules, apply them over and over, and you are going to walk into that exam hall ready to absolutely crush the LECPA. You got this, future CPA.